All right. Hello. If you're watching this, this is another test. I was going through my OBS settings and I was trying to see if there was anything interesting or anything I could like maybe note. And I did actually find something. So basically what I found was the encoder I was using was depreciated, which is honestly I don't know how widespread this term is, but basically it's a technical term referring to when code has been no longer used. Oh, Kraylon, what are you doing up at this hour? So I'm going to test to see. I've set the encoder back to the most current version, and I'm going to test to see if anything isn't different. It's the only thing I could imagine that could have been a detail that changed. Is that at some point the graphics card got an upgrade or a driver update, and it updated the encoder, but due to the fact that OBS doesn't automatically update that on their end, it was running the old depreciated version, which is usually always available for easy access and redundancies. So we're going to test that, and we're going to continue testing that with Cyberpunk, as it is the core problem that is like, we're running into. You know what? I'll deal with this in a minute. I'm trying to put a file back, but. Damn it. Got a little bit of lag, but. So I'm still getting the audio popping. And I'm still getting my camera glitching out. Performance is actually better. Yeah, my camera's still fucking up, but I'm not entirely sure that isn't a result of other problems.
This is Kirk Hansen. An unmarked aircraft is crashed in our district. The crash site is now a restricted area.
Hold up, Batman needs to cause some problems. I cast Thunder Spell! Are we back? And did I just fire through walls? I'm going to assume what I... We are back, baby! Like, is everything good? Like, audio? Everything? Like... It seems like everything's performing well. Like, again... Oh, I'm dead. Okay, so that's looking good. Hold on. So... Again, if you can hear it, do you hear audio popping? Because I was getting a lot of audio feedback pops while playing that. I'm now going to also go back and test, because the other game this failed at was actually... Jump Space. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so... I don't know. So... The camera glitches... I don't know. Maybe I should just drop the investment on a new headset, a new camera. Even if I don't use it, I can maybe kick it off to someone else or just store it for an eventuality. We're also not going to do anything in this. We're just going to load in because this was one of the games where, like, it struggled literally just in the hangar here. So, I'm just curious to see how this performs. So first off, I'm actually kind of glad you're here, Kraylab, because remember, I theorized it was some form of update, that it wasn't my hardware necessarily. That didn't feel like it made sense. And I was right. Yeah, so I'm still getting audio popping in my, like, side, and on my display, my camera's glitching,
Nice.
which I have been able to see in, game performance. Or, I'm sorry, in the recordings. So, those are two issues I've still got to figure out. It's possible the camera settings just need to be tweaked. Actually, I almost hate to do this, but let's see. Like, is there something else?
How's it going?
I turned its FPS down to 30 on my camera. I wonder if that will actually help. It was on highest possible, and I think this camera is actually rated to be able to, but I've never heard the audio. So, the camera glitch could have been caused, because this camera is a 720p camera that's supposed to be able to do, I think, 60 FPS. It's possible it was trying to upscale the 60 FPS on a resolution that doesn't support it. I think I may have fixed that problem. Oh, shit. That is not what I wanted. Properties. And I'll be honest, I'm 99% sure the audio popping is the fact that these headsets have been dropped. Oh, no, there's the camera glitch. I just saw it. It's still there, so it's not frame rate. And it's not resolution, because this is the standard resolution I... God damn it. Properties... Mm-hmm. That just widens everything. That reminds me why I chose the resolution I did. So it's real. That one's real. I could dig around in the house and see if there isn't, like, an old camera kicking around.
Anything new to report?
This just... Well, hold on, let me... I don't think I'm able to... Yep. Nothing there. I do not know. No filters. Alright, well, Provo's off of his rocker, and things aren't making goddamn sense. So, I'm at a loss. I will continue experimentation. I don't think I'm going to come out of hiatus just yet. if anything, with this new intel, like, this is important. Wow, what a fucking slotting of weapons, guys. Real fucking aces equipment. Jesus. I think I'll wait until after the new year to return. That'll give me still some more time to see if I can't figure out what the hell's going on with the camera, as well as the audio. I should have another headset kicking around, but I am willing to just go out and buy a new one because this one's getting old. The headband is like real loose and it's just, yeah. Yeah, I will continue to look into this. And one thing that, like, so the reason I think this headset's just getting old is this has hit the ground a couple of times and a couple times recently. So I think it's just this thing's having trouble. Why the camera's glitching out, I can't really tell. Like, I think I've tried moving things around in ports and that hasn't fixed anything. So, all right, but I am not going to continue this because this was all just a test. But so we have narrowed some shit down. We have figured it out. Thank God for just taking a look at settings, right? Whatever. So we've got the like broadcast back and operational basically. The audio issue we have confirmed is a me side issue and is not even appearing in the localized recordings. And the camera is a general issue and needs to be resolved. Possibly a result of a number. Maybe something came loose. But that's my guess. That's my guess. Or you know what I actually think it is? I think either the woofer or the tweeter, like the ones that handle the high and the low set, or the low and the high sound respectively, one of them got damaged. Because this doesn't happen always, but it does also sometimes seem to happen when there's a lot of audio settings going on. But the other thing that confuses me about the audio popping is it seems to get worse when I stream in the middle of when I play Cyberpunk just on my own, it doesn't seem to be that big of an issue. I almost get no popping. So I don't know. Something about the headset issue doesn't really make sense, isn't really lining up, but I'm going to continue to experiment with this. But I'm glad we were able to finally, after I think 4 or 5 tests and several weeks, finally able to make some headway on this issue. So things are looking up, ladies and gentlemen. Kraylad, it's good to hear from you. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving, and I hope you have an excellent Christmas and New Year's. If I don't talk to you then, take care, man. Until then, everyone, same goes for anyone else catching this, whether you watch it or you happen to have just stumbled in. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and may the new year find you well. But I am going to head off. I've got to do some cleaning before I head to bed. Luckily, I took a nap in the middle of the day, so bro was wired. Later all. I'm glad to have made some progress.